Hi everybody, I'm Lamia and I'm going to be doing this video on how to navigate through these times. So I know that a lot of us are going through a lot of changes. Our routine is totally upside down. We're doing things that we have never done before, like sit at home. We are being challenged by the people that we are living with. Maybe we're not. We are getting time to rest. We're getting time to reflect. I wanted to talk about how at this time, we are going through a massive change as a collective. I mean, you know it, you can see it. But this is a huge spiritual awakening for everybody on this planet. It is time for us to wake up and witness that we are actually part of a greater plan, that we have a purpose here. So while it is very anxiety creating and unsettling that we are in these times, we don't know when it's going to end, we don't know how finance is going to come through, we have a lot of things to worry about. It is important that you take your mind out of that energy and put it into a different vibration, and immediately moving through these times will feel really, really simple. So I've got a few practical tips to help you through these times. So first things first, routine. It is really, really important that you have a sense of routine right now. If that doesn't work for you, I encourage you to make a flexible routine. So my routine is every alternate day. So every alternate day I do one set of things, and every alternate day I do the other set of things. So say on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm shooting my videos, I'm putting a lot of posts up online, I'm talking to lots of people, I'm very externalized. But on the other days, I'm very internalized. I'm meditating for longer. I'm doing a longer Reiki practice. I am cooking more. I am cleaning more. I am doing more things that make me feel like I'm in the moment and not just, expressing outwardly. The other thing is that in my routine, I am making time to go to bed early, to rise early, to eat my meals on time. So it's really important that while you can stay up as late as you may like, and there's nothing to wake up for, you want to follow the natural rhythm of nature and rise up the morning, eat your breakfast on time, eat your lunch on time, eat your dinner on time, and go to bed relatively early. I don't want to steal your thunder while you're getting time to binge watch and do things that you like to do. I don't want to take that away from you, but I want you to have a routine that makes you feel connected to your purpose. Even if your purpose is unclear right now, you will start to feel like you're on the flow of things, which is what we want. Second tip is limit time on social media. While it's really easy to go scroll right now, it's really, really important that you don't get into that cycle and spend too many hours doing that, because there's so much information out there. It may not all be positive. Yesterday I went on Facebook after like 3 weeks, and I saw this one post in which someone who had suffered from coronavirus was talking about how people treated him through that process, how the hospitals and people in where he lived ostracized him, and it totally made my energy come down. So it's really important that you are, one, limiting your time on social media, and two, if you are on it, use discernment. Choose to actually protect yourself from certain information. While it's important to stay up to date as what's happening in the world, you also need to take responsibility for your energetic hygiene. Right now, there's so much emphasis on hygiene, on our physical hygiene, but your energetic hygiene is your energy body. It's equally important for you to be literally watching what information you're taking in, because whatever you take in is going to create a ripple within you. So really important to limit time on social media. Tip number 3, keep measured time for that show that you are watching right now. It's really easy to just binge watch 2-3 seasons of a show, and then, after a few hours, you're like, oh my God, I didn't do anything today. You'll go on your Instagram, you'll see someone has worked out, you'll feel even worse about yourself. You don't want to go into that spiral, right? So not only social media, limit time on even your television. So in my routine, TV time is after dinner, and 1 hour before sleep, I stop, right? I don't want to take all that information of what I've watched into my dream time, into my rest time. That's what makes it anxious for people to fall asleep then. I know some people who are having that. They can't fall asleep, right? It's because you're exposing yourself to all this information which you have not processed, and then you're feeling bad by virtue of that, all right? So limit your time, limit your telly time. Okay, this one everyone's doing. I'm so happy to see that. Move your body. Okay, it's really important whether you're doing yoga, whether you're going to your terrace, balcony, wherever, doing a workout online, going for a walk if you have the privilege to, or dancing. Move your body. Whatever stress is building up in our body is easily transmuted and released by raising our heart rate and moving. So make sure you move. Even if you don't move every day, 3 to 4 times a week is good enough. So make sure you break a sweat, you get your heart rate up and going, and you'll feel better immediately. Okay? The next tip is to rekindle a hobby. I'm seeing a lot of that as well. For me, cooking is not a hobby, but I'm rekindling this newfound ability to cook and do all this fun stuff in the kitchen. I actually truly enjoy it, and I feel like I've created something at the end, and that really feels good. Right now, we are being asked to look at ourselves as creators. We are being asked to acknowledge that we can create our realities. I mean, no matter what is going on around you, you can create and keep your energy uplifted, and you can stay joyful by just doing the things that give you joy and make you happy. So find that hobby, whether it's painting, whether it's making some puzzles, or building stuff, or repairing, or I don't know what your hobby is, but take some time and carve out time for your hobby. All right, if you have access to nature, you're very fortunate. Really spend some time outdoors. But if you don't, and you live in an apartment like me, you can go to the balcony, you can go to the window, and just take a few minutes to observe everything around you. So observe the sky, observe the birds, observe the silence. Just get into the present moment, and immediately you will feel really grounded. And if you can do that for a good 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes or longer, at the end, close your eyes, tune into your breath, and anything that you felt was showing up earlier in the day, any stress towards someone else's health, any stress because of what you're watching, what you're hearing, allow yourself to close your eyes, feet flat to the earth, and just release it. Just intend that I'm releasing all of this pent up, frustrated energy, this fear-based energy into the earth for it to be released. All right? So if you have nature, then just go for a nice long walk. You can stand barefoot on the earth and just release anything that is no longer belongs in here. And last but not the least, use discernment when you expose yourself to information. All right, so I'm not saying don't go online and don't read what's going on and don't stay updated, but you can choose. It's so easy with this information overload and over discussion of these things to get really carried away. So, know which is the right point for you and how far for you to go. It's important that you don't get sucked into it and bring your own vibration down and go into that fear-based energy, because we want to go into love-based energy. If you want to go onto the spiritual path and evolve, we have to come into love-based energy for everybody. So if you're feeling powerless, take some time to meditate, as I've said lots of times before. Pray, and most importantly, guys, stay hydrated. Make sure you drink water, lots of water. It's a way to cleanse. So stay hydrated and use your own wisdom, your free will, to decide what information you expose yourself to. It was amazing to share these tips with you. Please tell me how it's going, what is showing up for you. I'd love to hear. I'm really happy to serve you guys in any way that I can. So please put in your comments if there's any kind of topics you want me to do videos on. And lots of love and big kisses.